there, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie, and today we are going to tackle some of what I call quote-unquote my everyday collections. But specifically, I think we're going to tackle the papers that I keep by designer / manufacturer. Now, I do keep collections by theme, by manufacturer, just for organization purposes, but we're going to cover that in a different day. These are where I have broken up the collections, but I store them by manufacturer because I would use them. So case in point, these are all my Felicity Jane papers that I have broken up. I will not be going through these because I really don't think it's an exercise that where I will purge anything. They're no longer in business. I love their stuff. I keep it together because they just go so well together. Over on this side, I have a little bit of Vicki Boutin, and then I have some Maggie Holmes and then Paige Evans. I keep them separate because Maggie Holmes has a very distinct look. So does Paige Evans, and their color schemes tend to mix and match. And their images or their papers tend to be a little bit iconic, so I kind of know, you know, who's who, and that's why I've kept them this way. I have split their items into similar categories like I do with my regular supplies. So for instance, I've got a section for Maggie Home cut aparts, kit starters, and then I've got like pinks, greens, aquas, etc. So I do have still that concept of colors, but within the designer in this case. Now, can I get rid of some of this? I love their stuff, but I also think there are things in here where I struggle to use because either the designs are just not ones that I gravitate towards. So I think we can do a little bit of cleanup. Okay, depending on how this goes, I may have to subdivide Vicky's papers. I love the cut aparts. I'm actually going to purge this piece. I don't like, this was from a paper pad and the colors are just not quite the same. I do like that. Do like those, like those. Like, look at the intensity, so much better. Couple sheets. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of very much, but we'll see. Oh, ASMR. Let's switch that one around. And I'm actually going to purge this piece. And the color's just a little flat. Which sounds terrible when you're talking about Vicky's collections. How can it possibly be flat, right? Yeah, we're going to get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. That's pretty. And I think we're repeating the patterns again. So yes, I'm going to go through these and I am going to sort these by color and how I think I would use them. But really not purging much. I did decide to move these papers over into my main everyday kind of backgrounds because I think I just will have a better chance of using them over there. Let's talk Paige Evans. So these are pretty organized. I don't anticipate getting rid of much, but we'll see. So the first section are the cut aparts, and then we've got kit starters. And I think what I'm going to do in this case, if I have multiple kit starters, I'm going to move one over into the my main kit, just again to remind me that I have that floating around. Now, the question is, do I leave this in here or do I move it over to travel? And I think I'm more likely to use this in travel. And I also think I have more of this collection in my travel section. Okay, these birds I'm actually going to purge. This floral we'll keep in the kit starter. We'll keep this one in kit starter. We're going to move this one to travel as well. And actually I have a few of these scenic route ones that are part of the travel theme, but in this case I'm going to leave the hearts where they are. Same with this one and that one. And the butterflies, just because they don't really scream travel to me. I'm going to move this into the blue section. And I'm going to move this one into yellow. Oh, Bungalow Lane kind of looks like it's fallish. I'm going to move this into fall. And I'm going to move this into pink. Okay, I've had a rethought. I think what I'm going to do is the only things I am going to keep for Paige Evans, in Paige Evans, are the kit starters, I'm thinking, and anything that I think screams Paige. If it's something that's kind of generic, like this one or this one, I'm going to move these into my regular color section. This one does kind of look like a page to me, so I'm going to leave that in the blue section in here when we get to it. You move this into blue, move this one into fall. And I'm also going to move this one and this one into fall. The quilt kind of just has that homey kind of feel. I'm going to leave this in Paige starters. So we'll leave the scallop, the floral, and move this one into the main one. I'm going to move this into purple. And I'm going to purge this one. I'm going to leave this one in here. Leave this one, move this one into kit starters. Keep this one. I'm going to purge this one. Leave, move into kit starters. And I'm going to purge both of these. I'm also going to purge this one. I'm going to purge both of these. Leave this one. I'm going to purge this one. Leave, leave. This one has now the second one. So what's the back side of this? Okay, we'll leave that in here. Leave. I'm going to move this into pink. Leave. Rainbows are cute. Leave, leave. I don't know if you guys can see the difference between the real one and then the ones from the paper pads. These are so much nicer. They're crisper, brighter. These are very grayed out. So I am actually, because I have one in here already, I am actually going to purge these two. In a pinch, I would make it work. I'm actually going to purge this one. We had moved this earlier, and I think now that I'm looking at it, I'm going to purge it. Okay, so that's kit starters and cut aparts. Now we have the color sections. So this I think we could probably downside a little bit because, like I said, I had this one earlier that I said was going to go into pink, and I'm going to move that one as well. And anything that I think is generic enough, we are going to move over into my pink section if I still like it. And I think all of these can go. Lots to go into pink. And we'll put that into pink. Actually going to move, I think I prefer that in orange. Leave that in pink. And I'm actually going to purge this. Purge both of those sheets. I'm going to put this one in kit starter. Okay. Now we are moving on to red and coral. move, 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 move. Move all of these. Okay, this one, I have this one multiple times now. I am going to purge these two. And these are going to go in the red section. We're moving on to orange. Took a second one of those. Third one of them. Okay, let's talk yellow. I don't actually care for the pattern or the colors. I'm going to purge those two. Keep this, I'm going to leave in here. I'm going to move that. And we're going to keep that in here. Keep that in here. Keep that. And move this one. Okay, let's look at the green. I'm going to move that into fall. No, am I going to move into fall? I'm going to leave this in here. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave this in here. Leave, leave. Purge. Leave, leave. I'll leave both of those. Okay, aqua and teal. I think we're going to leave this one in here too. Got this kind of solid color. I'm going to purge that. And I'm going to purge these. I'll leave that in here. Leave and leave and I'm going to leave this in here. We'll see if I use it in the next little bit or not. I think I could probably purge it, but we'll see. Leave. Sometimes I'm using the back side to determine if I'm leaving it in here or not. This we're going to move into aqua. We got a blue geometric. Leave that in here. I'm going to move this to blue solid. Oh, that's getting purged. These are getting purged. Had this one earlier, which I was moving to blue. This is kind of like a denim. We're going to move that to blue. Move that to blue. Purge that one. I'm going to leave that in here. I'll leave that in here. Oh, look, more of this. I'm going to purge that. Leave. And here was the blue. Here was the blue from earlier. We got some purple. I think we'll leave those in there. We're going to move this. I'm going to move this as well. We've got a couple of sheets of these. I'm going to leave this in here. Then we've got what I call backgrounds, which could also be kit starters, I guess. We're going to leave, 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 leave. Kind of a mixed media look, I think, is why I call these backgrounds. And I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these. I'm going to move this to travel. And I actually think this is quite pretty. I'm going to move this into pink. Okay, so a little more curated. I like that. That's okay, because that'll leave more room for Maggie Holmes. Got to fit that pad in the same box. Okay, I think that's where we're going to end things for today. Stay tuned for Maggie Holmes and the results of this declutter. And until next time, happy organizing.